It was in the middle of the night. I was dead asleep. And I just remember waking up. I just saw this large head hovering over top of me. And I started to realize that the head that I saw wasn't necessarily humanoid looking.
Suddenly, Elizabeth was surrounded.
There was 3 of these beings who physically were in the room, and there was one of them on my left ankle, one of them on my right wrist, and then the other on my left wrist. And then the next thing I remember, they were literally dragging me from my bed, carrying me out into the hallway. The only part of the experience that I don't fully recall is how we got from the hallway up to their ship. So I even remember them putting me into this very stiff metal chair in the middle of this room. I couldn't move, I couldn't speak, I was paralyzed. I don't know what they did to me, but I was able to open my eyes, blink, and look around. So I saw this machine in my periphery of my right side, and I saw that coming from the machine was this cylindrical mechanism. And as it got closer to me, it got smaller and smaller until it went into my right ear. I had a sense that they were putting something in there. I had a sense that they were chipping me. I remember them putting me into my bed. I just go over to my ear, and there's just one drop of blood.
Yet another account of an alien implant. But what did these aliens want with Elizabeth?
So I don't really know specifically why they took me or what their intentions in particular were, but I do believe that it was a part of some sort of experiment or project.
Not good intentions.
It didn't feel like, no, it didn't feel like good beings.
This was just the first of many encounters.
And then it was a couple of months after that, I was greeted by this Pleadian being. This etheric, 7-foot-tall, male, humanoid-looking being steps into the room.
Pleiadians are from the Pleiades star cluster, which are about 444 light years away. Pleiadians are quite tall. Primarily, they have blonde hair, but they do have darker hair, just like we do.
Some UFO researchers believe the Pleiadians are distant cousins to humans, and that their mission is to spread their DNA through the cosmos via hybridization, care of what they call the Star Seed program.
The so-called Pleiadian being, their interest is genetic manipulation. That simply means they will go and manipulate your DNA for their own offspring. They wanted their children, basically, to inherit the Earth, and we were in the way.
But Elizabeth believes the beings come in peace and are concerned for Earth's future.
And so he spoke to me telepathically, and he said, Elizabeth, I would love to invite you to a meeting that is being held with the Galactic Federation.
And the Galactic Federation, what is their agenda?
Any being or species that is involved with the Galactic Federation are coming together for unity consciousness. That's what they're here for. So they have a lot of incredible insights and pieces of information for us. Humanity, I think, can really benefit from that sort of connection.
So I have a tricky question for you. How are you sure that they are not deceiving you and laying out for you something that is partly true, but filled with different agendas or something like that that you're not aware of?
So ultimately, all I know to be true is my own experiences, and that's not your truth, and that's not humanity's truth, because you were not there. So take it or leave it.
Well, this is a lot of information. Thanks for sharing all this with us.
Her abduction experience was terrifying. She's dragged from her bed, some kind of light beams like drilled into her ear. This isn't something that's pleasant or enlightening by any means.
Talking about common themes and patterns, the experiences that people have, like Jerome and like Elizabeth, something that's noteworthy. There might be something that we need to explore about some collaboration between different species.
While Elizabeth describes her encounters with the Pleiadians as peaceful, another witness has contacted Melissa with a more traumatic experience and claims to be a victim of their alien-human hybridization program.
We had this really interesting woman that reached out to us. She has an abduction experience. She feels that they've been rewiring her in some kind of way. So I think that she might be a really interesting interview.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
Alleged victims of human-alien hybridization programs often describe similar experiences.
Pregnancies came about, and they took my babies. The sheets were all full of blood.
I believe he came to get the fetus.
Now another victim has come forward, claiming she encountered a similar fate at the hands of the Pleiadians.
This is the beginning of the Mary Edwards interview.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us today.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
When did you realize that you were being abducted or something was happening to you?
I remember it like it was yesterday because it was so scary.
It began in Mary's childhood home when she was just 6 years old.
I was taken on a spacecraft. I remember lying on a very cold metal table. It was stark white walls. It was bright lights. I felt very cold. I saw these beings. They put a big machine on my head. It was like electrodes in my brain. I thought, what am I doing here? What have I done wrong? What's wrong with me? Not thinking that they were taking eggs from me to be able to procreate other hybrid kids within me or down the road.